Hi, I'm Englund, and this is the new and updated Boss Mel Zone. The Mel Zone has been considered a classic among distortion pedals ever since its release in 1991. And you probably saw my video where I tried it out and seeing how it kind of blew me out of the water of how potent it sounded going through the effects loop of my Randall Satan. After the success of that video, Boss reached out to me and said, "Hey Ola, you handsome motherfucker, we have a new updated Mel Zone 2 coming. Would you want to demonstrate it?" And I said no. So thanks for watching, bye! So obviously I said yes, because here it is. And look, the updated Mel Zone is now called the MT2W, and the new W stands for the Waza technology that Boss has been implementing in a lot of their new pedals. It's basically their new technique and choice of analog components that just makes for better and cleaner sounding pedals. Other than that, it looks very similar to the original Mel Zone, except that it has a switch down here where you can switch between standard and custom. In standard, you have the same old Mel Zone going with the super sensitive mid frequency thingy, and it's a very broad Q value. The EQ is like this, very broad Q value that really affects the mid-range heavily. If you're into that type of sound, it's still in there in the standard mode. But then there's the custom mode where the Q value of the EQ is a lot more narrow, so the changes you make sound a little bit more natural and more even than in the standard Mel Zone mode. Also, the custom mode is supposed to have a faster attack and better handling of the low end. And all of this thanks to something called the discrete dual gain circuit. So very discreet, I have to whisper it out. So let me shut up for a second and let's just hear it out. Awesome. So today I'm using this Solar S1.6 into the Mel Zone that goes into my Randall Satan 50 effects loop return at the back here, going through my Hesu 2x12 with a V30 speaker mic'd up with a LeWitt 440 microphone. So now we're in standard mode. Let's try and tweak a little bit. It's a lot of low end there. Okay, great. Okay, so a good little trick for using the mid-range here is that you start by having both set to noon, and then you cut or you boost, and then you move around the mid-frequency a little to find that spot where it makes the most sense. So right now I'm cutting the mid-range and I'll see where to go with the mid-frequency knob. That's a Swedish death metal sound. Let's turn everything up. That's cool. I like that. That's my type of sound. Super scooped. Okay, let's boost a little, see what happens. Ah! 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 That's almost like a dime bag type of EQ going there. Yeah, exactly. Good all. So there you go, that's how the mid-frequency work in the standard mode. So let's switch over to the custom mode and see how that sounds. So what I hear immediately in the custom mode, the changes are way more focused. So in the custom mode, the changes you make feel a lot more subtle and more usable in that sense. I think it sounds good. Awesome. But you know what? I'm Ola Englund, the Swede. I will not leave a demo without plugging in a separate overdrive into a pedal or whatever. I just like plugging in overdrive. So I'm using this OD1. Classic old Boss overdrive pedal. It looks like this. And I'm just going to engage it and we're just going to see what happens. Will the world implode? I have no idea. So let's remove some of the distortion there and just... Oh, it's not too bad. So as you can hear, it definitely cuts a little bit of the bass. So let's add some. All right, let me try out this 7-string because that's who I am. Still Ola Englund the Swede with the 7-string. Where is it? It's here. Good for me. 7-string. Okay, without the overdrive. That's chunky, man. Okay. Oh, that's so chunky. That's just a lot of fun right there. Whew. Oh shit, I'm all sweaty and all. Okay, so there you go. I actually think I made it sound slaying as fuck. And it's nice to see that sometimes you don't really need the most expensive preamps in the world to get a killer metal sound going. And I think the MT2W is definitely worth of carrying on the torch of the name while still staying true to the original. I'm just very happy right now. Just listen to this again. Just the same old Englund riffing. All right, I don't know what to say. That was awesome. Okay, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Metal Zone 2W. Shit. Subscribe.